Hello, Shadow Seeker, Paranormal Investigation. Good to see all of you out there listening in. What we're going to talk about today is empathy, and it goes into the reality base of protections. And that is because when we're out there in the world and we experience compassion and empathy for somebody else in the situations that they're going through, it affects our energies. It affects what is around us. So, in a healthy base sense of empathy, we do not need to get down and suffer with them, but allow ourselves to put out energies for that situation or person, and also know when to choose when to stop feeding the energies into that situation or person. Everybody needs to do their footwork. So everybody understands that in life, things traumatically happen to us. And honestly, it makes people tough or it makes people crumble. The ones that are tough and need the understanding and the support, because we're all in this battlefield together spiritually, that we can reassure one another that we're here for them and we support what they're doing in their actions. However, that's just it. Everybody must be doing their own actions. We spiritually cannot afford to take on someone else's load as well as our own load, because it leads into a spiritual unhealthy balance of not only self-reflections, but also of spiritual health. It's like a bathtub. You unplug it, you drain the energies, it's going to get really empty because the water just runs and runs and runs. The rest of the bathtub is all dry. You have to plug it in, then fill up the spiritual energies so that way you can give out to others. And it's the point of that it is always, and I will always say this, give and receive and give and receive. You literally have to have that balance so you stay healthy, and you literally know the contrast of where you put your energies into spiritually, where you can invest them healthy. And about protections and empathy and compassion, when you are protecting yourself in the light and in that positive protection energy filled around yourself, every negative thought can ricochet back to the person that sent it, or back to the things that are trying to attack you. You can literally choose to be that positive protection uh, temple that creates that energy that will reflect any negative that is coming your way from somebody, that is wanting to do you harm or send you hate, or it just plain jealous of you. Sometimes it's just a matter of people not understanding that thoughts turn into things in the spiritual sense, and energies become those arrows that try to hit you and drain your energy or take you off your guard, or allow tricky or evil entities to be around you and attack you and attack your health. Just like I tell people, our spiritual neutron, our energies, is like a room full of hot air balloons in a room, and all the strings are hanging down is our is our spiritual connections in our brains. And angels grab them and give us love and joy and happiness, and that creates those energies. And evil and demons will grab them and create fear and dis-ease in the body. And and yes, I tell everybody, that as we invite that chaos in, we can also protect ourselves from those arrows and those attacks that come in from other things or people or entities trying to play the trickery game of triggers and emotional grabs. We have the power to get that energy force inside of ourselves and regurgitate whatever might snuck in our emotions, snuck into our thoughts. Negative is very creepy. However, when you turn on the light, the darkness can't hide. So that creepy, sneaky ways that negative can try to ingest in us, we can always dispel because we have the power to see cure. I said cure. You can see the cure inside of yourself. You are the creator of your essence and your spiritual matter of this world. You can literally have that justice and take control of your emotions and what your energies are fed into. The negative hells that we create or the positive heavens that we create. But here's the thing. We do this on a daily basis. When we open our eyes, it's a new day. It's a new start. So it's literally a constant evolving training thing of a positive mindset of protection, of security, of the fact that nobody can take those things away from you unless you are allowing that to happen to you. Are you playing the victim or are you playing the warrior? Are you taking all the energies that you can, the tools of protection, the tools of knowledge, the tools of gut intuition, the tools of everything that you know already inside of you? Are you taking that daily and building your protective walls like your immune system? It's the spiritual sense of putting armor on your cells to be able to walk in darkness and create your own light from within, because we are that essence and we can do that. And yes, it's important that people know that we call upon these protection tools from whatever higher power it is that you're seeking it from. Yes, we are the creators of that, but they're always our ancients. They're always the higher powers. You always give credit where credit is due. And that's also important. That reflection shows of that give and receive of not only the power inside, but where it comes from and where you draw it from and where it can literally wrap you in those blessings when you are in dark surroundings and situations or emotions or depression or anything that's trying to trigger you, because there is outside forces that make it difficult for us to stay positive and strong. And knowing those contrasts of knowing thyself and knowing the controls that we have already, we're able to see when we need to call upon the protections of and tools that we can ask thousands and trillions of angels to be right around us, holding us, keeping us safe as we are doing the actions of bravery, of courage, of strength, of flipping the coin from the negative to the positive, and empathizing with not only what we're going through, but also empathizing with others and knowing the line, because it's hard to find the line of when you say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to feed you energy anymore because now it is affecting me. That is an important part that each of us have to learn ourselves. Dip inside yourself and weigh out the pros and cons of the situation so you stay in a healthy balance spiritually. So keep the positive flow going of empathy, compassion, but keep the knowledge of where it becomes unhealthy, where it is codependent, where it is leechy, where it is clingy, where people just need to be literally cut off so you can thrive on in feeding empathy and compassion to people that feed it back to you. Give and receive that equal balance that is healthy and protective spiritually, for the involvement of where we're going in the world. So that is all for now. Please subscribe and leave comments for me, and I'd love to hear them. And I will talk to you again very soon.